Hi. Greetings, peers and queers. Welcome back to another episode of Monday through Friday. My name is Jacee, and on today's episode, my birthday is like right around the corner, and recently I've received from my friends some really amazing gifts. I did not anticipate this, but I have received a few gifts from some of my friends. First off, I would like to show you a few of the things that my friend Tanya got me. She got me this incredible bag with a sugar skull on it. A whole bunch of like Dia de los Muertos items, which I absolutely love. Very cool. There's a sugar skull right here that I have on my jukebox. I don't know if you can see it, but there's one right up there too. Those came from this bag. I did open it up yesterday. I received it yesterday. But I'm going to show you a few of the things that she got me inside. First of all, she got me this awesome Dunkin' Donuts mug for my coffee, which I am really going to enjoy. This is a very cool thermos, and I guess it changes colors with temperature, with heat. So I don't know what it's going to change into yet. I haven't tried it out yet, but I'm interested in doing that. She also got me this awesome Sugar Skull coffee mug right here, this coffee thermos. I love the colors on it, and I'm very big into Dia de los Muertos. She got me a freaking bubble wand, which is awesome. I'm going to try it out real quick. Bubbles. I love bubbles. And then she got me this cute little pail, red handle. It's metal. And inside, she got me some awesome rocks, some awesome stones. Let me see if I can show you this. This one says, Believe. This one's gorgeous. Peace. This one I held on to last night, and I had some interesting conversations with a few of my sisters. Particularly, I got to speak with my really good friend Blixa last night, and I also got to have a very long conversation with my other sister Naomi. So I'm very grateful, and I had this stone the entire time that it happened. Real quick, I want to touch on something. Lilith had promised me not too long ago that my channel would help other people and would reach other people and reignite something within them. And I am very much starting to see the effects of that. Lilith is definitely coming through. And then this is the last one. Courage. And I love these. These are perfect for, I'm going to keep these on my altar. I have moved my altar to my bookcase. It's the second shelf and the top shelf of my bookcase. I'm going to keep these on my altar. I'm also going to move them over to my jewelry box, outside of my jewelry box, so I can see a few of these every day as I'm getting ready. Speaking of jewelry, I also got these from my friends Matt and Heather. I don't know if you can see them. My friend Matt made them. He has his own small business called Mossums. And these earrings are actually made out of real-life rat bones. They're made out of actual bones, retrieved from owl pellets. Very, very awesome. I used to have an earring made out of a rat skull that I had found from an owl pellet. It fell apart on me because I made it. But like, he knows what he's doing, and he does a good job. They're actually like varnished and shellacked and super comfortable, and I just love the fact that they're actual bones. But yeah, I'm just really thankful for Tanya for giving me these awesome gifts out of the blue. That was very, very nice of her, and I'm glad that she appreciates the things I do for others, and I'm glad that she's enjoying the music. Same for Blixa and my friend Amanda, and hopefully Maddie and Justina. Hopefully you got your packages already. I had let some of my family know, and some of my friends, hey, I want to send you a Halloween card. Can I have your address? And in doing so, I basically told them, oh, it's just going to be a Halloween card. I made mix CDs for my sisters, for my aunts, and for some of my closest friends. I made mix CDs for the season. And now that they're starting to get them, I can kind of talk about it finally. I love giving the gift of music. I love making mixtapes for people. And these were just some like really cool Halloween ones. And I'm glad that you all have new music. And I'm glad even more so that you're a part of my life. So to any of my friends and family that I mailed those out to, I'm glad that you received your packages. Special shout out to Matt and Heather. Special shout out to Chrissy. Special shout out to Amanda. Special shout out to Hannah. Special shout out to my cousin Natalie. I did receive your card. I did receive those nails. I am going to be wearing those new nails for my birthday video / best of video for this channel. They look awesome. They are very cool and I love them. Also special shout out to my cousins Justina and Maddie. You two are hilarious. You're adorable together and I'm super glad to have you as family. Special shout out also to my sibling and my birthday twin, Cora Casablanca. You are amazing and I dig you so much. They and I share the same birthday. We were both born on October 15th. You are freaking amazing. You have impeccable fashion taste. And may I say, you are the greatest Facebook shit poster that I have ever come across. So major props to you, babe. Special shout out to Cora Casablanca. And finally, special shout out to my wonderful, amazing aunts, Sue and Carolee. Thank you so much for all of the kind words. Thank you for being a constant inspiration in my life. And yes, I have received your latest packages. Thank you again. You didn't have to do that. I'm super hoping that you got the package that I sent you. But speaking of my aunts, they have sent me 3 more packages. Oh God, here we go. They sent me more packages. We're going to open these up together now, and we're going to see what's inside of them. I have no idea what we're going to find in here, but thank you, ladies, ahead of time. You didn't have to do this. You didn't have to do this, and I love you both. I love you, Carolee. I love you, Sue. And I want you to know, fans of mine from the channel and friends that I have over the internet have been talking to me about the unboxing video that I did last time. Yeah, I've gotten nothing but praise for how cool both of you ladies are. Without further ado, let's get started. We're going to start opening up these packages. Here we go. Okay, we're going to start opening up the first package here. All right, I don't know what's inside of here. Okay, so it looks like inside of here we have a box, ceramic skull. Ceramic Skull 2017. What? What? Look at that. What? This is so pretty. This is so pretty. Thank you. Look at this. I love this so much. Oh my goodness. I love skulls. I love skeletons. This is awesome. Holy cow. Look at that thing. This thing is neat. Ah! Ah! Spooky. I love it. This thing is awesome. Sir Yorick, a man of infinite jests. I gotta find a place for this. Ah, thank you. All right, that was a really cool ceramic skull. I love the eyes on it. That thing is amazing. Let's go ahead and we're gonna open up the second package now. Ooh. So this is the letter that was inside. This is Devil's Monument in Wyoming. Devil's Tower National Monument. President Theodore Roosevelt established Devil's Tower National Monument as the nation's first national monument. Inside, October 2022. Dear Jacee, many years ago, Sue and I used to have huge Halloween parties with lots of decorations. But as we go through our storage, we decided to pass some things on. We love your YouTube, and we just want to wish you a very happy Halloween, and especially a very happy birthday, too. Keep being the wonderful you that you are. All our love, Aunt Carolee and Auntie Sue. Love you, pumpkin. Ah, ah. Look at the cute little pumpkin. Thank you, ladies. I love you both very much, too. You two are amazing. And I'm very appreciative of all the gifts. And more importantly, I am so glad that we have reconnected after all these years. And I'm so glad that you are present and in my life now. I really love both of you very, very much. And I'm glad to be your niece. And I'm glad that you're my aunts. You two are freaking wonderful. Thank you so much, and happy Halloween, happy spooky season to you both, personally. Thank you. Alrighty. We shall open the packages. Here we have a small metal tin with Halloween symbols on it. I used to have this exact same tin. We used to keep our viewoscope, you know, those like things where you put a little paper disc in there and you click it and it looks like it's 3D, and sometimes they'll have little captions, do a little story. I used to keep my viewoscope cards in a tin just like this when I was little. But it's awesome because it's metal. It's got all these little symbols on it. It's got a little owl, a little pumpkin, a black cat. We have a spider web, a ghost, a cute little bat, a haunted house, a little witch, a headstone, a trick-or-treat bag, and a cauldron. Let's open this up. Oh. Halloween greetings. Who don't you wish you knew? Look at that owl. Oh, I love that little pumpkin carving. And I love that owl. Oh, Halloween, oh, marry me, the awfulest things you'll ever see. Ghosts and goblins and witches too, and other things to frighten you. It's got a little black cat. Again, love the carving. It's got glitter on it. Oh, it has a cute little cat. Look at the little nose. This thing is cool. These are both cool. Oh, I've seen these before. Fortune teller fish. You put it in the palm of your hand, and depending on how it curls, it can tell you yes or no. It's kind of like a magic 8-ball or a pendulum. But there's different ways that if it moves, like, for instance, let's see here on the back. It says, moving head, jealousy. Moving tail, indifference. Moving head and tail, in love. Curls up entirely, passionate. Yeah, so it works with your like body heat and stuff, kind of like a mood ring does. Let's give it a shot right now, shall we? There's the fish. And it's just a thin little thing. We're going to put it in here. Curls up completely. Wasn't that passionate? Uh-oh. Curls up entirely, passionate. I haven't seen one of those in a long time, but I knew it was right away. That is very cool, and I love those little pictures, the owl and the cat and the two pumpkins. Those are awesome. Thank you. What is in here? Very pretty. A little ceramic pumpkin. A little ceramic pumpkin. Look at the cute little smile on him. Can you see the light from behind it? That's because there's this little battery-operated candle. And it lights up inside. How cute is that? This thing is awesome. Aww. I love it. That guy is so cute. What is this? I need my knife. What in the... Okay, cool. Very awesome. These are kanji. Look at that. All right, so these are very cool. These are kanji. I believe the language is Korean. I might be extremely wrong. I'm going to have to look these up. But look at them. Oh my goodness, are they beautiful? Yeah, these are cool. Thank you. I like these a lot. Very awesome. Thank you. Ugh. I don't know what this is, but it's kind of heavy. Are you seeing this? Are you seeing this right now? And there's a tiger on the other one? What? Look at these. That's what they are. Look at that. Wow. Wow. This is awesome. These are awesome. These are really, really cool. Oh. Holy cow. Ladies, thank you. I don't even know what to say. These are awesome. These are cool. Ah. This is awesome. Yeah. I got to be real careful with these. All right. So we got one last box. That was everything for the second box. We've got one last box to go. Yeah. Where did I put my knife? Okay. Here we go. One last one. Okay. Ah. To Jacee. That's me. Give me a second. I'll be right back. Give me a second. All right. I had to go get my letter opener, my Xenosword letter opener. And follow me. We're moving closer now. Here we go. Okay. Here we go. Better? Jacee. That's me. Cute little kitties. Who's thinking of you this Halloween? Aw. Spider, owl, bat, stars, moon. Yeah. Me and Sue. And I'll be thinking of you every other day of the year too. Happy Halloween and birthday too. Love, Aunt Carolee and Auntie Sue. Aw. That is hella sweet. And then these are cool. These are cool little coasters. Look at that. Infinite altitude. Those are neat. I'm going to move this out of the way. Look at that. Those are neat. And I love the card. You two are so sweet. Thank you both. The Allegory Queen. Jacee the Allegory Queen. Letter. 2nd of October, 2022. Dear Jacee, I don't know a damn thing about D&D, but I was intrigued by your ghost lawyer, and if you don't mind, I would like to story with you a bit about how I think it fits into your Victorian horror and murder mystery. How to resurrect the lawyer is the idea I wish to share. What if during a Victorian seance, the lawyer is a walk-in? Do you know what a walk-in is? I know what a walk-in is. Definition: a walk-in is a new age concept of a person whose original soul has departed with their body and has been replaced with a new, different soul. So during the seance, someone has a death event, such as a stroke or some such thing, but that is completely masked by the activities of the seance. Kind of like they have the spirit running through them, but actually they're suffering from a stroke. Therefore creating an empty vessel for the lawyer to occupy. This is awesome because then that gives the whole sense of like, you don't need true seeing, in D&D terms, you don't need true seeing to witness the ghost and stuff. The ghost has inhabited an empty vessel. I like where you're going with this one. So our lawyer has returned, but it is in the mystery of whose body he currently occupies. The Sherlock Holmes of it is to figure out who it is by subtle clues that would show the lawyer's personality coming through. That is a big thing anytime when it comes to being possessed or possession. Yeah. Like I just love a good story, Allegory of the Spoons, I bet you can find a witchy way of telling the story versus the Abrahamic one, you clever girl. It is all about what we do when that bull charges us. Oh my God, I have to try and see what I get when I change the story. Life can be crap at times, but I want you to take that manure and make things grow. With the bull reference, I get it. I like it. I will make lemonade out of lemons. How interesting that lemons are man-made. No kidding. Does that mean we make our own meanings out of chaos? Yeah, kind of. Also, if you're gonna be like, oh, woe is me because of nature, it's like sometimes you're responsible for that nature, whether you know it or not. And sometimes we create our own unhappy stances. And when I say we, I don't mean anyone in particular. I mean, as a society, sometimes we create problems for society. Maybe the spell is allegorious, along with the crap are the flowers that grow from it. I like that allegory. Be blessed, Aunt Sue. P.S. Aunt Carolee's sending you some books separately. I added in a dictionary you might find useful. Knowing Sue, the fact that it's a dictionary probably means it's something that is not exactly a dictionary. The Allegory of the Spoons. One day, a woman said to Lilith, Lilith, I would like to know what love and hate are like. God showed the woman 2 doors. Inside the first one, in the middle of the room, was a large round table with a large pot of vegetable stew. It smelled delicious and made the woman's mouth water, but the people sitting around the table were thin and sickly. They appeared to be famished. They were holding spoons with very long handles, and each found it possible to reach into the pot of stew and take a spoonful, but because the handle was longer than their arms and strapped to them so they couldn't bend their elbows, so they could not get the spoons back into their mouths. The woman shuddered at the sight of the misery and suffering. Lilith said, You have seen hate. Behind the second door, the room appeared exactly the same. There was the large round table with the large pot of wonderful vegetable stew that made the woman's mouth water. The people had the same long-handled spoons, but they were well-nourished and plump and laughing and talking. The woman said, "I don't understand. I think I know where this is going." Lilith smiled. "It is simple," she said. "Love only requires one skill. These people learned early on to share and feed one another, the long handles, while the haters only think of themselves." Don't you love allegories? I think the world is so much more complex than just the Abrahamic versions myself. Good versus evil, or heaven versus hell, or love versus hate. No matter the religion, it seems to be based on the basic same ideas. I think Buddha had the right idea of it, that all religions are valid and the middle road is the best way to live life versus either extreme, left or right. I agree with you. Do freely unto others unless they give you a reason not to. Freely give and freely take. It's often been my own kind of mantra that growing up, if I had something, I had to be willing to let it go again. Otherwise, it didn't truly belong to me. That went with both objects in my possession and also people, relationships. I had to be willing to let them go again so that they could be their best versions of themselves. Or I had to let these objects go to the homes that they were meant to find. My personal interpretation is that when man created religion, he was trying to describe gods, which to me is like a blind man trying to describe the elephant. Talk about allegories, that's a really good way of putting it. It is a tree, rope, etc. It is just too large to try and get your head around. We are amoebas trying to describe what we perceive as God, when it is just unfathomable. So we use stories to try and describe it. Keep those stories coming. Auntie Sue, I absolutely will. I absolutely will. Again, I've recently been talking to a few of my other friends and family, and they've been telling me too that like these descriptions, these stories have really been helping them. And I am meant to be the change in the world that I wish to see. I might be tossing a stone into a still pond and creating ripples. But all the other people in my life that these ripples affect are the cat's tails, are the stones jutting out of the water, are the branches from beneath that those ripples bounce off of, and they create their own ripples. I want anyone watching here to continue to grow and build yourself and to do what you think is right in the world and to make yourself known. If you're someone who feels like you do not matter in life, or if you're someone who feels like at one time you did, but through different circumstances you've lost your effect on the world around you, your time is coming. You will be the light for others. You will be the candle in the darkness for others. Please continue to do what it is that you are doing. Do what you are passionate about, and others will find that light as well. I love all of you. Ancestry of seers and witches, oh my. I would like to share with you a little history about some of your female ancestors. You come from a long line of female ancestors who were given the gift of foretelling the future and communicating with spirits. This is from my Aunt Carolee. It was shared with me that our Danish female ancestors back in the 1700s were known as the town's seers or volvas, which sounds a lot like something else. The ancient seer is one of the most important figures in Viking life because the Vikings believed in fate and the seers could read the runes and often translated the wishes of the gods. In fact, your great aunt Barb, Grandma Shirley's sister, used to practice Malibadomancy. This is when lead, or more recently tin, shapes are melted in a ladle over a flame, and the molten liquid is then poured into the water. The resulting shape is either directly interpreted as an omen for the future, or is rotated in candlelight to create shadows, whose shapes are then interpreted. The shapes are interpreted symbolically. For example, bubbly surface signifying money, a fragile or broken shape misfortune. The shape of the lead before melting can refer to a specific area of one's life. For example, ships for traveling, keys for career advancement, etc. That is very interesting. I like that a lot. It reminds me a little bit of scrying, and it reminds me a little bit of like tea reading. She did this on New Year's Eve for her brother, and she saw a ship in his future. Later, he joined the U.S. Navy. True story. Your grandma Shirley was psychic, and when I was young, she would start cleaning the house saying that someone was going to visit us. No one had called or was expected, but sure enough, somebody would show up for a visit. I did not know this about Grandma Shirley, but I could totally see it. She was very much an impressive hostess, and I could totally see where this kind of like helped bolster that. As I get older and the veil thins, I see more spirits just randomly. Sometimes I see them walk in my bedroom, but I think that they are residual. So I'm not surprised that you are gifted. Be well, dear one. Love, your Aunt Carolee. Thank you so much. I love the fact that this is a part of my heritage and that other women in our family have this shared gift. Again, on my mother's side too, there were some Strega, there were some Italian witches. Some of that came through both my paternal grandfather's mother and to some extent my grandmother, my maternal grandmother, and yeah, even a little bit in my mom. And I am fortunate, and I will give her praise on this. She helped both my brother and I learn to practice and hone our gifts from an early age. Later on, I just spoke with other people and I did my own research and I tried different things. As Blixad pointed out in one of her comments, I have worked with chaos magic strongly so that I can accept different things as they come to me and use those to grow my talents. But hearing about this and these specific gifts and things that have happened to you and stories, again, from our heritage, I feel very strongly connected. And I appreciate it. Thank you. Moving on. Look at this. This is the cutest wrapping paper I have ever seen in my life. I'm not joking. Look at how cute that is. Orange with the bats, and these cats are darling. Look at, I love that. Oh my God. I'm going to be very careful with this paper because I love that paper. And you wrap this so well. Like I said in one of my other videos, my cousin Natalie has impressive handwriting, very impressive handwriting. And she's like, yeah, it's from being a teacher. And I'm like, there is no reason that you should have handwriting this well in the computer age. And your wrapping skills are pretty amazing right now. I could never get something that flat. What are you? I'm putting this paper aside because I love this. Scented candles. Very cool. These are scented candles. This is cool. I love candles. Thank you. I don't know what this is, but I like the design on the bag. This is a bag full of tea. That is a bag full of tea. And it's even got a cute little spoon in it. Oh my goodness. What? Oh. There are like packets upon packets of different types of tea in here. Me and my roommate right now are really getting heavily into tea. She's been into tea for a while. I'm getting back into it. I was on a coffee kick for a little bit. This is very cool. And like I was talking about tea leaf readings, you can also do that with packaged ones and stuff. But I like this a lot. This is very neat. Thank you so much. This is going to warm me up on the cold nights. I enjoy this. Thank you. Coffin purse. What? Coffin purse. What? What? Oh! Oh my, wow. This thing is awesome. Mirrored coffin purse. Look at that. That is neat. Oh my goodness, this thing is darling. This is too cool. Thank you so much. I love this thing. This is awesome. That is super neat. Vintage Halloween. You have a little pumpkin ornament. We have a little pumpkin ornament. Very, very cool. I like it. Bethany Love Designs. Build a tradition. I dig it. That thing is adorable. What are you? Oh, this is like a little spider. What? What? Look at that thing. I love spiders. This thing is neat. Oh my goodness, this is pretty. I like that. Oh, got a little tin here. I'm almost afraid to open it. Okay. Remember that tin that we had earlier? This one? With all the shapes and all the symbols on it? Black cat, pumpkin. These are the magnets that go along with the tin. These are little magnets. Here we have a trick-or-treat bag. Got a little witch. There's the owl, that pumpkin, black cat, tombstone, headstone, a little bat, cute little ghost, cauldron. Very, very neat, very cute, very darling. I love it. Halloween greetings, a little like vintage Halloween card, greeting card. That thing is so cool. I love the lace. I love the little bow. And she is so adorable. Look at that. These are greeting cards. They're Halloween invitation cards. Again, little black cat. Love the witches here. And then we have our little witch right here. Who, what, where, when. Come to a Halloween party. I'll light up a jolly lantern in your name. Good wishes will be sure to glow with its flame. That, yes, I get it. That is awesome. Beware October pointy hats, 31. This is cool. That is cool. It is a little witch riding a black cat. Thank you very much. Okay, I was just about ready to pack all this up when found out that another package for me had came. It was downstairs. My roommate Taylor told me, hey, you got something. This is the package of books that my Aunt Carolee sent me. Let me find, again, the letter opener. We're going to open this up here and we will see what's inside. So these are the books that my Aunt Carolee sent me. Number 1, The Dark Side of the Paranormal, written by June Lundgren. This looks super cool. The back of the jacket says, have you ever wondered about the dark side of the paranormal? Are there questions you need answers to? In this book, you will find information on demons, shadow people, and negative earthbound spirits. It covers how to recognize the difference between each of these creatures, what their weaknesses and fears are, what do they look like, what are their abilities, how can I protect myself against them? June Lundgren is not only a psychic medium, but has the ability to remove demons with the help of Michael the Archangel. She has gathered together information from the archangels on these dark creatures and placed it in this new book. This looks super cool. And even from the author, right there, to Carol from June. That is on the inside of the book. It was autographed by the author. Again, my aunts are very amazing people. The next one is Chicago Haunts, number 3. It is Locked Up Stories from an October City by Ursula Bielski. Locked Up Stories from an October City. Nelson Algren called Chicago an October sort of city, even in spring. In Chicago Haunts and More Chicago Haunts, Ursula Bielski took readers on unnerving tours of this, her city, where the chill of death is always in the air, and in the often tragic events that have shaped its history and still haunt its memory. Now, in the long-awaited Chicago Haunts 3, Bielski shares many news stories of the ghost of Chicago and, for the first time, tells her own tales of growing up haunted in a city of specters. Readers will discover the paranormal shadows of some of Chicago's most notorious crimes, including the John Wayne Gacy murders and the atrocities of Richard Speck. Also featured are recently revealed accounts of the infamous Dunning Asylum property. I have heard of that. The Brown's Chicken Massacre, the E2 nightclub stampede, and the city's horrific porch collapse of 2003. Throughout this volume, Bielski provides insights from her more than 20 years of paranormal research, including the work done in recent years with her investigation team, Chicago Hauntings, Inc. I have taken a haunted tour of Chicago. By the way, for those of you that don't know, I am from the greater Chicagoland area. Actually, now I'm currently living in central Illinois, but I'm originally from the west suburbs. I have taken a haunted tour of Chicago, and it was probably one of the better events I've ever taken place on. This looks very cool, and yes, Chicago has a long history of some very extreme paranormal activity. We have The Gift, ESP, The Extraordinary Experiences of Ordinary People by Dr. Sally Rhine-Feather and Michael Schmicker. On the back of the jacket, it says, praises for The Gift, a fascinating and readable book, reminding us in this age of rampant materialism and consumerism that our greatest treasure is not things, but the human mind. That is from Charles Tart, PhD, author of Altered States of Consciousness. This looks really interesting, and I cannot wait to tear into this one. It also looks like there's a bookmark here. And there is. The following father from Maryland physically found out about his daughter becoming pregnant before even she and her husband knew. Cool dragonfly and mayfly bookmark. I cannot wait to read that. That looks awesome. We have Haunted Chicago, History and Hauntings of the Windy City by Troy Taylor. This new book in the Haunted Illinois series weaves through the beginnings of the city with tales of corruption, crime, and chilling violence, along with stories of ghosts, hauntings, and the unexplained. Not simply a book of ghost stories, but a blood-drenched account of how the history of Chicago has created the hauntings of today. Visit haunted graveyards, search for vanishing hitchhikers, explore haunted churches, restaurants, and taverns. Enter haunted houses and be terrified by Chicago's darkest ghost tales, those of crime, disaster, death, and murder. Don't miss out on both little-known tales and old favorites like... Y'all saw that? Miss out on both little-known tales and old favorites like... Don't miss out on little-known tales and old favorites like Resurrection Mary, Bachelor's Grove, the St. Valentine's Day Massacre, told as only Troy Taylor can tell them. The most complete book ever on Chicago ghosts. A Whitechapel production, press publication. This looks really, really interesting too. I want to know more about the history of my area, of where I'm from. And I have a feeling that this is going to be a page turner. We have Ghostly Evidence, Explore the Paranormal by Kelly Milner Halls. Do you believe in ghosts? Listen closely to the scary reports of sightings. Consider the haunting evidence only you can decide. It's a hardback. This is going to be fun. I'm looking forward to reading this one too. Ancient Deities Dictionary of Ancient Deities, written by Patricia Turner and Charles Russell Coulter. This looks super cool. Discover the Dictionary of Ancient Deities, the most comprehensive reference ever compiled on ancient deities from every tradition. Today, the names of many of these deities have fallen into obscurity. Here, in one superbly written volume, is every known divine being throughout recorded history. With over 10,000 entries, the Dictionary of Ancient Deities is the most comprehensive reference of its kind, covering not only gods and goddesses, but also spirits, places, festivals, sacred texts and objects, heroes, monsters, demigods, and the plethora of fantastic mythical beasts that have populated the human imagination from time immemorable. This looks super cool. I want to look up one real quick. Hebrew, Lilith, also known as Ilo, the harlot, Lilith, queen of the demons, first woman, queen of demons. She learned the sacred name Yahweh and therefore received wings and flew to paradise. The supreme God gave her power over all infants until they were 8 days old. She has special powers over illegitimate children, and she catches youths with her kisses. The word Lil means a spirit of the same kind as the Afretes, unclean spirits, of the Arabic people of the present day. Lility, a feminine form, is a female evil spirit with the habits of a vampire in the demonology of the Jewish people. These gods or spirits rule the world of the night, darkness, and evil, and are hostile to humans. The only protection from them is through the use of magic spells and incantations. See also Agra Bat Mahalat, Alu, Galu, Gelu, Lilu. That is very fascinating. All right, so we have a little letter here. Hello, dear Jacee. Sue and I would like to pass on to you a few books that we thought that you might enjoy. All our love, Aunties Carolee and Sue. Thank you, ladies, very, very much. I'm looking forward to reading each of these books. They are going to find a nice home here on my shelf. Yeah, they look especially amazing. I'm going to reference these. I'm going to read these. This is going to help me pass the hours. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you. Aunt Carolee, Auntie Sue, holy cow, again, you really didn't have to do this, but you've made my Halloween and you've made my birthday. I thank you so much. Thank you, Natalie, for the nails. Thank you, Heather and Matt, for the awesome Mossums, for the earrings. Thank you, Tanya, for all the awesome Dia de los Muertos stuff. You didn't have to do that. And again, to my birthday twin, Cora, happy birthday. I hope you have an excellent one. To my really good friend, Blixa, I'm glad to see you coming out of your shell, and I'm glad that you're doing so damn well. My friend Hannah, I hope that being a mother is everything that you've wanted it to be. Congratulations. You're going to do a bang-up job. I love all of you so very, very much. I have shared words with a lot of the people that have come to view this channel. And whether I'm talking to you because you're a sister of mine, whether I'm talking to you because you have an interest in the supernatural and the eclectic, I love you all very much. I hope that you are having a wonderful October. This has been tremendous. Again, Natalie, Tanya, Matt, Heather, Carolee and Sue, thank you all very much. And thank each and every one of you for watching this. I love you all very much, and I look forward to seeing you again next week. Bye.